You're very funny off the cuff. I'm just
That's
surprised
true.
that you are pursuing a career for the most part where everything seems to be scripted in a sense for you. I mean, aside from stand-up comedy where you're doing it, but a lot of the stuff that you're doing, getting into movies and that kind of thing.
Stand-up and things like that was, and like The Soup even, was something that was secondary. Like I went to graduate school for acting and did just straight drama and classic plays for 3 years. And then when I got here, when I wasn't working, I would go do theater. So that was all scripted. And with The Soup is all scripted. I mean, we have all those jokes written in there. I do improvise a lot, but there's not a ton of wiggle room in 22 minutes because you have to pack it all in there. And as far as stand-up goes, I started doing that about 3.5 years ago. And that was kind of born out of trying to get new fans for The Soup and getting to perform on stage, and the money was really good. Thank you, money. And so those were more after the fact. Things like The Soup was like, oh, well, if this can help me do what it did for Greg Kinnear, then great. But now it's turned into one of the most fun things I do each week. So the scripted thing is actually more of what I started up doing as opposed to something that came later.
But really what sets you apart from some of the actors, and just my own perception, is that you do have that little extra because you can go off script a little bit. You add that little extra something to it. So they have fantastic writers, but then you kind of take it to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, that's desperation more than anything. Just trying to, like, look at me. Look at me. I guess, yes, but I mean, as I had an acting teacher tell me once, that if you know the intention of the scene so strongly, you actually won't have to say, you could do the scene without the lines.